Hello students, welcome back to Shreya's classroom. If you are new to my channel, please subscribe to it. In my videos, you will get line by line explanation of all the stories and poems from classes 9 to 12. Today we'll read a story from class 10 from the book Footprints Without Feet, Bholi. Okay, so today we'll read the story Bholi. And before starting the story, let's look at the author first. Okay, so this story was written by K.A. Abbas. Okay, he was an Indian film director, screenwriter, novelist and a journalist in Urdu, Hindi and English languages. This story, Bholi, is about a little girl named Sulekha. Okay, but she was called Bholi by everyone. Because in the beginning of the story, you all will see that she was literally a Bholi who was devoid of intelligence, devoid of common sense, who could not speak properly. Okay, so she was a Bholi. But as the story advances, we all will notice a huge transformation in her. Okay, from a Bholi, gradually she became an independent and courageous lady. So in the story we'll learn how did this occur. How did this transformation occur in Bholi. Okay. Her name was Sulekha, but since her childhood everyone had been calling her Bholi, the simpleton. So her actual name was Sulekha. Okay, but she was called Bholi by everyone since her childhood. The simpleton. Simpleton means someone who is foolish or who can be fooled easily. Okay. She was the fourth daughter of Nambardar Ramlal. So Bholi's father Ramlal was a Nambardar. Okay, Nambardar means an official who collects revenue. Okay, so Bholi's father used to collect revenue. Okay, and Bholi was the fourth daughter of Ramlal. When she was 10 months old, she had fallen off the cot on her head and perhaps it had damaged some part of her brain. So what happened to Bholi? When she was just 10 months old, she met an accident. She fell off her bed, which caused injuries to some part of her brain. Okay, and that's why her brain did not, it did not develop properly as per her age like other children. Okay, and as a result, she remained a backward child. She remained a Bholi. Okay. And she was called, she was known as Bholi to everyone. Okay. At birth, the child was very fair and pretty. But when she was 2 years old, she had an attack of smallpox. So when Bholi was born, she was very fair and pretty. She was beautiful. Okay. But when she was just 2 years old, she again met an accident. She again went through something unfortunate. Okay, she suffered from smallpox. Okay, only the eyes were saved, but the entire body was permanently disfigured by deep black poke marks. So what was the most dangerous after effect of smallpox? It leaves black poke marks on entire body. Okay, so the same happened to Bholi. As she suffered from smallpox, her entire body was permanently disfigured by deep black poke marks. Okay. Only her eyes were saved. So when she was born, she was beautiful, but now she became an ugly. She became ugly now due to those poke marks. Okay. So see, when Bholi was born, she was completely fine. There was nothing wrong with her brain. She was beautiful, but gradually she lost everything. Little Sulekha could not speak till she was 5, and when at last she learned to speak, she stammered. So she had speech disorder also. She could not speak till she was 5, but finally when she learned to speak, she could not speak clearly. She could not speak properly. She started stammering. Okay. The other children often made fun of her and mimicked her. So the other children, the other girls of her age, they used to make fun of her. They used to mimic her. Mimic means, you all know, they used to speak in the same way Bholi did, to make fun of her. They used to do that intentionally, to make fun of Bholi. Okay. As a result, she talked very little, and that's why Bholi became an introvert. She never mingled with other girls of her age. Okay. Ramlal had 7 children, 3 sons and 4 daughters, and the youngest of them was Bholi. So Bholi had 7 brothers and sisters. Okay. And she was the youngest of them all. It was a prosperous farmer's household, and there was plenty to eat and drink. So Bholi's father was pretty well off. Okay, he was a wealthy farmer, and there was no scarcity of food in Bholi's house. There was plenty to eat and drink. All the children except Bholi were healthy and strong. So all of Bholi's brothers and sisters were healthy and strong. But it was only Bholi who was not healthy. She was like underweight, or she was weak. She was not healthy. Though there was no scarcity of food in their house. Okay. The sons had been sent to the city to study in schools and later in colleges. Okay, so all of her brothers were well educated. Of the daughters, Radha, the eldest, had already been married. So Bholi's eldest sister, Radha, was already married. The second daughter, Mangala's marriage had also been settled. So Bholi's second eldest sister, Mangala's marriage was also fixed. And when that was done, Ramlal would think of the third, Champa. And now Bholi's parents are looking for good match for Bholi's another sister, Champa. Okay. They were good looking, healthy girls, and it was not difficult to find bridegrooms for them. So all of Bholi's sisters were pretty and they were healthy. Okay. So that's why it was not difficult for their parents to find good matches for them. But Ramlal was worried about Bholi. She had neither good looks nor intelligence. So Bholi was her parents' biggest worry. Okay, they were extremely worried about Bholi's marriage, because Bholi was neither intelligent nor she was good looking. Okay, that's why her parents were worried about her marriage, that how they would marry off Bholi, their youngest daughter Bholi. Okay, Bholi was 7 years old when Mangala was married. The same year, a primary school for girls was opened in their village. So when Bholi was 7 years old, a primary school for girls was established in her village. The Tehsildar Sahib came to perform its opening ceremony. Tehsildar means tax officer. Okay. So the Tehsildar Sahib came to their village to perform the inauguration ceremony of the school, to perform the opening ceremony of the school. He said to Ramlal, as a revenue official, you are the representative of the government in the village, and so you must set an example to the villagers. You must send your daughters to school. So he said to Ramlal, Tehsildar Sahib, he said to Ramlal, rather he ordered Ramlal that you must send your daughters to school, because you are a government official, and if you send your daughters to school, then the other villagers also, they will also get the courage of sending their daughters also to school. Okay. That night when Ramlal consulted his wife, she cried, "Are you crazy? If girls go to school, who will marry them?" So Ramlal returned home, and at night when he was discussing with his wife that whether they should send their daughters to school or not, then his wife became very angry and she started shouting, "Are you crazy? That have you gone crazy? If you send your daughters to school, then who will marry them?" Okay. So you can understand the story was written around 20th century. Okay, so you can imagine the condition of our country, the condition of India around 20th century at that time. Okay, and the mentality of Indian parents. They were only and only bothered about their daughter's marriage. They were not at all bothered about their education, job or other things. They were only and only bothered about their marriage. So Bholi's mother was same. Okay, she was also a very conservative lady, and she was not ready to send her daughters to school. Okay. But Ramlal had not the courage to disobey the Tehsildar. So Tehsildar was a higher rank officer than Ramlal. So that's why Ramlal he did not have the courage to disobey him, to disobey the Tehsildar Sahib. At last his wife said, "I will tell you what to do." So finally his wife found a way. Send Bholi to school. As it is, there is little chance of her getting married with her ugly face and lack of sense. Let the teachers at school worry about her. So see the way Bholi was treated by her own parents. She was neglected by them. She was always neglected by them. Okay, and her parents were not at all kind or loving towards her. Okay, for them she was just a burden. And that's why Bholi's mother decided to send Bholi only to school. Because Bholi was very ugly, and that's why there was a least chance of her getting married. Because she was not at all beautiful. She was not at all healthy. So who will marry her? Nobody will marry her. Okay, that's why Bholi's mother decided that she should only be sent to school. Like, let her face the consequences. Let her teachers be bothered about her. Let her teachers tolerate her. Okay. The next day, Ramlal caught Bholi by the hand and said, "Come with me. I will take you to school." Bholi was frightened. She did not know what a school was like. She remembered how a few days ago their old cow, Lakshmi, had been turned out of the house and sold. So when Bholi's father told her that he will take her to school, Bholi was extremely frightened. Okay, Bholi had, she had no idea where her father was taking her too. She thought that she was being expelled from the house. Because a few days ago their cow Lakshmi had been expelled from the house and she was sold. Okay, that's why Bholi was extremely frightened. No, 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 no. She shouted in terror and pulled her hand away from her father's grip. So Bholi was very afraid. So that's why she pulled her hands away from her father's grip. Okay, she thought that maybe she was going to face the same consequence like their cow Lakshmi. Okay. What's the matter with you, you fool? Shouted Ramlal. I am only taking you to school. So Ramlal became very angry with Bholi. Okay, he started scolding her. Then he told his wife, let her wear some decent clothes today, or else what will the teachers and the other schoolgirls think of us when they see her? So Ramlal told his wife that today Bholi should wear she should put on some good clothes, some decent clothes. So it is very clear that usually Bholi did not put on good clothes. She did not put on decent clothes. But that day it was decided by her parents that she should put on decent clothes. Otherwise, the teachers and the other schoolgirls, they may think bad about them, about Bholi's family. Okay. So that's why it was decided that, that day Bholi will put on decent clothes. Okay. New clothes had never been made for Bholi. So new dresses had never been made for Bholi. The old dresses of her sisters were passed on to her. So Bholi spent her 7 years putting on the old and used dresses of her sisters. Okay. No one cared to mend or wash her clothes. So nobody was bothered about Bholi's clothes. Okay, they had never repaired nor washed her clothes. Okay, mend means repaired. But today she was lucky to receive a clean dress which had shrunk after many washings and no longer fitted Champa. But today, that day when Bholi was going to school, she was very lucky because she received a clean dress, not a new dress but a clean dress. Okay, and the dress belonged to her sister Champa. But that dress does not fit her anymore. That's why the dress was handed over to Bholi. She was even bathed and oil was rubbed into her dry and matted hair. So she was bathed properly, she was cleaned properly and her hair was oiled. Okay, her hair was oiled properly because her hair was dry and matted. Matted means entangled. When one hair got entangled with the other, okay, due to dryness or due to dirt. Okay, so her hair was made properly. Only then did she begin to believe that she was being taken to a place better than her home. So when Bholi was prepared properly by her parents, then only she started to believe that maybe she was going to a place which will be better than her home. Okay. So you can see Bholi was neglected by each member of her house. Okay. Though she was the youngest of them all, they should cuddle her all the time, they should take care of her all the time, but instead of that, she was always neglected by them. Okay, she was always ignored by them. Okay. When they reached the school, the children were already in their classrooms. Ramlal handed over his daughter to the headmistress. So finally they reached the school and Ramlal handed over his daughter, handed over Bholi to the headmistress. Left alone, the poor girl looked about her with fear-laden eyes. So when Bholi's father left her, she became extremely frightened. Okay, she was like drowned, as if she was getting drowned in fear. There were several rooms, and in each room, girls like her squatted on mats, reading books or writing on slates. The headmistresses asked Bholi, the headmistress asked Bholi to sit in a corner in one of the classrooms. Okay, so there were several rooms. There were many rooms in the school. Okay, and in each room, girls were sitting on mats. They were sitting on floor. Okay, on the mats, and they were reading books or they are writing on slates. And squat means when you sit on your heels. Okay, sitting on one's heels. And then the headmistress asked Bholi to sit in one of the corner of the classroom. Okay. Bholi did not know what exactly a school was like and what happened there. But she was glad to find so many girls, almost of her own age, present there. She hoped that one of these girls might become her friend. So Bholi had no idea about, how does a school look like or the activities occurred there, because she had been there for the first time, no. That's why she had no idea about the school. Okay. But she was very glad, she was very happy when she found herself among so many girls. Okay. And she was expecting that one of them may become her friend. As we all know, Bholi did not have any friend. And that's why she was hoping that one of these girls may become her friend. Okay. The lady teacher who was in the class was saying something to the girls, but Bholi could understand nothing. Okay. So then a teacher came to her class and she started teaching. She started teaching them, but as usual, Bholi could not understand anything. She looked at the pictures on the wall and she was staring at the pictures on the wall. The colors fascinated her. She was fascinated by the colors of the pictures. The horse was brown. The horse was brown, just like the horse on which the Tehsildar had come to visit their village. The goat was black, like the goat of their neighbor. The parrot was green, like the parrots she had seen in the mango orchard. And the cow was just like their Lakshmi. Okay, so she was looking at the pictures on the wall. And suddenly Bholi noticed that the teacher was standing by her side, smiling at her. And suddenly when Bholi was looking at the pictures on the wall, then suddenly her teacher came to her side. Okay, smiling at her. She was smiling at her. What's your name, little one? And she asked her name. What is your name? Little girl, what is your name? Boo, boo, boo. She could stammer no further than that. As we all know, Bholi could not speak properly. She stammered while speaking. So that's why she could not tell her name properly. Okay, she was stammering while telling her name. Okay. So I shall stop here today. In the next video, we will continue the story. And if you enjoy my video, please like, comment, share and subscribe to my channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon so that you get notified whenever I upload a new video. Thank you.